President Trump's Border Czar Tom Homan was recorded last year accepting a bag with $50,000 cash by undercover FBI agents in an ongoing investigation.
Tom, I want to give you a chance to address this article that came out over the weekend, and it was on our always reliable MSNBC, and they said that you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts in Trump's second term.
Did Border Czar Tom Homan take a $50,000 bribe from the FBI that was recorded on video? Let's talk about it. Now, here's a quick word from this video sponsor, HelloFresh. You've probably heard of HelloFresh. They've been delivering the chef-crafted recipes and fresh ingredients for years. But this summer, they've leveled up. This isn't the HelloFresh you remember. Now, it's bigger with double the menu. That's up to 100 options each week, from seasonal dishes to flavors from around the world. Plus, bigger portions to keep everyone full. It's healthier with high protein and veggie-packed recipes. We're talking 2 or more veggies per dish so you can feel good about what's on the table. It's also tastier. Steaks and seafood every week at no extra cost, with 3 times more seafood than before. And every week there's fresh seasonal produce, snap peas, stone fruit, corn on the cob, delivered right to your door. Now, before doing this ad read, I ordered some food from HelloFresh and tried it, and I'm gonna say, it was amazing. The dinner was quick, easy, and a lot better than takeout, and a lot healthier too. Now, the best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/NateTheLawyer10FM, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to get 10 free meals, plus a free item for life. 1 per box with an active subscription. Free meals apply as a discount on your first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/NateTheLawyer10FM for 10 free meals plus a free item for life. And remember, HelloFresh is America's #1 choice for home cooking. All right, this is President Trump's Border Czar. His name is Tom Homan. Now, he takes over the role from former Vice President Kamala Harris.
Taking on the border crisis today, putting Vice President Kamala Harris in charge.
Federal facilities being overwhelmed by the number of unaccompanied minors arriving each and every day.
This will be her first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border region since she was appointed as the Border Czar by President Biden.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the Border Czar.
But then, after the border turned into a disaster and Kamala Harris started running for president, those same mainstream media sources all of a sudden said it was misinformation that Kamala Harris was appointed Border Czar, even though you've just seen the clips of them calling Kamala Harris the Border Czar.
People gonna have to counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the Border Czar. She wasn't the Border Czar.
Now, she wasn't the Border Czar. That's what Republicans labeled her.
Now, I put that in there because I know there's going to be people in the comment section, she was never named the Border Czar. Well, you see it yourself, unless you're going to deny the reality. She was named Border Czar, she failed at it, and they tried to backtrack. Simply what happened. Now, enter our boy Tom Homan. He is the new Border Czar, and he started getting to work like day one. And things dramatically changed at the border. We're living in the Tom Homan Border Czar era right now. And there's essentially nobody crossing the border because they are kicking butt down there at the southern border. So now, this video is about whether Tom Homan took a $50,000 bribe in cash given to him allegedly in a paper bag from 2 undercover FBI agents. Let me give you a little more context on what happened, allegedly. Reports claim that Homan was soliciting payments in exchange for awarding government contracts when Trump won the presidency. Now, allegedly, the FBI set up a sting operation and recorded Tom Homan accepting $50,000 in cash in exchange for helping these business executives secure immigration and border contracts to work in the Trump administration if Trump won the election. Now, this is a very important part to this story. Tom Homan, at this time, September of 2024, is not the Border Czar. He has no authority. He is a private citizen just like you and me. So essentially, the FBI gave him $50,000 in cash in the hopes that Trump would win the presidency and Tom Homan would eventually be appointed to be Border Czar. Now, Trump wins the election, takes over the DOJ, and the DOJ drops the investigation into Tom Homan, and Tom Homan never actually followed through on the agreement he made with these undercover FBI agents. Now, initially, the White House denied that Tom Homan took the $50 grand.
Mr. Homan never took the $50,000 that you're referring to, so you should get your facts straight, number one. Number two, this was another example of the weaponization of the Biden Department of Justice.
So after that denial, the White House had to eat crow because the FBI recorded the whole transaction. Tom Homan did, in fact, take the $50,000 in cash on video. So Tom Homan then had to go and do interviews and address whether he took that $50,000 in cash or not. Here is Tom Homan denying denying he even took the $50,000.
Tom, I want to give you a chance to address this article that came out over the weekend, and it was on our always reliable MSNBC, and they said that you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts in Trump's second term. The DOJ said they concluded there was no criminal wrongdoing, but nevertheless, that story is out there, and I imagine you want to respond to that.
You know how I love to do this. I'm pausing the video. Did you take $50,000 in cash from undercover FBI agents? That's the question. Now, if you didn't take the cash, the easy answer is no, absolutely not. I did not take any money. This is fake news. And I'm probably going to be suing people for saying that, right? That's what I expect him to say. No, unequivocally, he did not take $50,000 from undercover FBI agents. Let's see what he says.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I did nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal. And it's hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. And I'm glad the FBI and DOJ came out and said, said that nothing illegal happened and nothing, no criminal activity. You're talking about a guy who spent 34 years enforcing the law. I mean, I left a very successful business that I ran to come back and work for a government again. I'm back on a government paycheck. Not only did I sacrifice my family sacrifices, I make sacrifices every day. I got more death threats than anybody. I got a security team around me, but guess what? My kids don't, my wife don't. I mean, I haven't lived with my wife in months because I don't want her to be here right now with all the threats. So after all the sacrifices, after serving my nation for all these years, they want to come out and dirty me up. And it's not going to end. There's a hit piece on me every 2 weeks. But keep coming, because you know what? Tom Homan isn't going anywhere. Tom Homan isn't shutting up. And Tom Homan's going to keep doing what he's doing, because working with President Trump's the greatest honor of my life. We're making this country safer again every day, and we're going to keep doing it.
Well, he didn't say he didn't take the money. He said that he didn't do anything criminal, but he never said he didn't take the money. So Congress then asked Pam Bondi, well, hey, did Homan take $50,000 from undercover FBI agents?
Yet now you're putting his picture up to slander him.
No, I'm putting his picture up showing an interview he gave with, I think, Fox, in which he was asked explicitly about these allegations that he took a $50,000 bribe, and he refused to answer. He said he didn't answer the question whether he took the money, so I'm asking you the question. Did he take the money?
Okay, I've stopped the video again. You heard the question. Did he take the money? Now, it's either yes, he took the money, no, he didn't take the money, right? And I'm assuming if it's no, he didn't take the money, that's it. Clears up. No, of course not, he didn't take the money. Let's see what Pam Bondi says. I expect her to say he did not take the money.
Senator Schiff, I answered that question multiple times. And frankly,
Well, I don't think, with respect, I don't think you did. But in case I just didn't hear you, what is the answer? Did he take the money?
Senator Schiff, that happened prior to my confirmation as Attorney General.
Do you know,
I said that.
Do you know, sitting here, whether he took the money?
All I know is that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and FBI Director Patel said there was no case.
So let's just keep it real. My opinion is Tom Homan took that 50 grand in cash, right? Because if the answer was no, everybody would be saying, no, he didn't take the money. So he took the money. But now it's also true that it's not criminal.
So let's get this straight. Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, took $50,000 cash from undercover FBI agents in a sting? But here's the kicker. Even if he took the cash, it might not be illegal anymore. What? Let's get into it. So the real issue here, folks, is that bribery laws have changed dramatically over the last few years. So this is what the Supreme Court says that the law is now. You can't just prove that someone took the cash. So what the government must prove under these circumstances is that a person agreed to take and deliver an official act in exchange for cash and then deliver on this promise. And what the Supreme Court says, it must be explicit, it must be direct, and it must be linked to a concrete government decision. And each one of these cases absolutely stands for this proposition, which means the burden of the government has just been made higher. So here's why Homan, even though allegedly taking the $50,000, still may not be in trouble. Number one, he wasn't yet a public official. Under 18 U.S.C. Section 201, bribery only applies to public officials, people currently exercising federal authority. So remember, in September of 2024, Homan was not in office yet. He didn't have the power to award contracts, to make policy, or to perform any official acts. He didn't have the position. So even if the feds proved that he took the money at that time, he didn't have the power that's necessary to make the decision. That's a problem for the government. The second problem that the feds have is that there was no official act that was promised. Even if he suggested, hey, I'll help you later, I will assist you, I'll take care of you. According to the courts, this is not enough. Unless the feds have him on tape saying, give me that $50,000 and I'll award you this specific contract, they've got no case. And the Supreme Court has made this crystal clear in the McDonald case, which is 579 USC 550. So what's the bottom line here, guys? First of all, he wasn't a public official. He didn't have the power to do what they paid him to do. Number two, the government doesn't even allege there was an official act promised. Remember, you have to be specific with a promise, and there was none. Number three, he didn't follow through. He never delivered anything. They talked, maybe, who knows, but nothing specific was delivered to the government for the $50,000 potential consideration. Guys, there's no doubt this looks really bad. Anytime the feds have you on tape, on video, accepting $50,000 under these circumstances, it looks really, really bad. So guys, we all know, you take $50,000 from an undercover FBI agent, it looks really bad. But the question is, does it give rise to criminal charges that will stick? And pursuant to the elements here not being met, Mr. Homan could have just gotten a $50,000 gift from the government.
Now, I know the first question you're going to ask, hey, but in the law it says person who has been selected to be a public official. Now, Homan wasn't selected to be a public official because Trump didn't have the power to select him yet. He hadn't won the election. Now, if this occurred after Trump won the election, there may be an argument here. But since the FBI jumped the gun and did this before the election, then they essentially gave Tom Homan $50,000. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm out. Peace.